County Assembly. The floor is yours.
Honorable Speaker, the members of the Assembly, I seek your guidance before we make our address, and I seek leave on Rule 10 of the Standing Rules and Article 50 of the Constitution in respect to a preliminary issue that has risen, and equally Rule 14. Any preliminary questions or issues raised by the County Assembly or the Governor shall be urged for not more than 30 minutes unless the Speaker otherwise directs. Honorable Speaker, I seek your guidance in respect to a communication that was done to this House by the County Assembly via a letter dated 17th August 2024 and another dated 18th August 2024. In the letter dated 18th August 2024, Mr. Speaker, sir, we sought that, sorry, let me begin down dated the 17th. We sought the indulgence of this Honorable Speaker to exercise its powers to summon a witness who was not within our ability. That is one CPA Virginia Kawira Meriti, who is currently the CEO of the Meru County Public Service Board. In our letter, Honorable Speaker, we laid out the basis upon which our application is premised, and that there was a sought that she comes with any relevant information that relates to the proceedings before this Assembly this morning. Virginia currently works with the county government of Meru, and she's the CEO whom we intend to speak to various issues raised in our motion. That is to mean, Honorable Speaker, that she's an integral infrastructure in respect to laying the case and the basis of our, the motion for impeachment, to the extent that if her availability is not secured, will end up prejudicing the case for the County Assembly. Equally, Mr. Speaker, sir, I spend enough and seek your guidance. We were served with the documents and the responses from the Governor's response team, and as correctly put and captured by your address this morning, Mr. Speaker, sir, we noted that there were some issues and very serious issues that were raised, some of them bordering between criminality or forgery of documents. Mr. Speaker, sir, in that respect, we noticed from the Governor's response a letter from one Linda Gaki Kiome, who is the legal advisor to the Governor, as at 23rd February 2024. We equally noted a letter, a purported letter from Jacob Kirari, the clerk of the County Assembly. This letter is purportedly received by the Speaker of the County Assembly of Meru. Mr. Speaker, sir, those two letters have been addressed and annexed as KM5, appearing on page 11 to 12 of the Governor's response at volume 1B. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, sir, the County Assembly of Meru seeks to summon the one Linda to come and speak to the authenticity of that letter. When she saw the response, she filed an affidavit which is yet to be placed on record before this Honorable Senate, but filed with the office of the clerk to the Assembly, dated 18th of August 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, the risk of us not summoning these two individuals, and especially Mr. Jacob, to come and tell us whether the county assembly ever received those letters from the county governor, will be that we shall proceed on the basis of evidence that has criminal liability, that has criminal aspects. We'll proceed to answer and to hear a case and a defense that is tainted with illegality. That means, Your Honor, so that means, Mr. Speaker, sir, that Article 50 of the Constitution shall be infringed, a right to a fair hearing, which must and shall not be derogated. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is alleged by the response at paragraph 54 to 56 of the governor's response.
Counsel for the County Assembly.
Yes, Your Lord.
Are you still on the request?
Yes, I paid off of that.
You're still on the preliminary issue?
I seek your guidance. I pen off that. We seek the summoning of Virginia.
So let's dispense with that first.
Yes.
Then you may proceed to make your opening statement.
Yeah, in the alternative, if these are not going to be summoned, we seek to expunge from record the affidavit of one Nkanata Dixon Munene, and most importantly, the offending paragraph 3, and the governor's response that has cited those particular letters that we claim to be an illegality and a forgery. But would appreciate if it was summoned. I'm most humble.
Counsel for the governor, what say you in response to that request?
Mr. Speaker, sir, distinguished senators, there appear to be multiple requests wrapped up as one. So I'll respond to it as follows. There is a formal request before this House for the summons to Virginia Kawira as a witness. We have no objection to the summons to Virginia Kawira as a witness. There is a statement by my counsel that he has to produce relevant documents. Now, one of the things that these rules of procedure frown upon is trial by ambush. And therefore, we concede to a summons to Virginia Kawira to attend this Senate and make such comments as are necessary on the documents already filed and shared between the parties. On the request in respect of the summons for Linda Koome, we have not been served by any such request. We are hearing it for the first time here, and we also don't know the justification for that because there's no document, letter, or request served upon us. On the request to expunge the affidavit or part of the affidavit of Dixon Munene Nkanata and certain paragraphs from the response, our reply is simple. Evidence, the credibility or otherwise of evidence is tested in cross-examination. We shall present each of these witnesses here as witnesses, Mr. Speaker, and the Assembly side will have an opportunity to test whatever theories and hypotheses that they have about their candor of their testimony by instrument of cross-examination. We humbly submit.
Thank you, Counsel for the Governor. Now, the Counsel for the County Assembly has made two requests. One, to the effect that summons are issued to 3 additional witnesses to come and support the case of the County Assembly. And 2, certain paragraphs of 2 affidavits be expunged. Now, this is the ruling of the Senate. The request to issue summons to 3 witnesses to come and support The case of the County Assembly is hereby granted. The request to expunge certain paragraphs of 2 affidavits is deemed premature at this juncture, and therefore it is denied. Counsel for the County Assembly, you may now proceed to take your not more than 30 minutes to make your opening statement.
Armed with the directions and the ruling of the Senate. Honorable members, I shall take the first 15 minutes and equally share the same with my learned friend. Honorable Senators, you are being called this morning for the third time.
Counsel for the County Assembly. If I heard the counsel for the governor correctly, the letter indicating that you had intended to summon to call Linda Gaki Kiome and Mr. Jacob Kirari, that letter was not made available to the governor's team.
You know, if you may allow me to call counsel.
Available immediately.
We are
Let it be made available immediately.
We are most